Welcome to the Two Guys in a Cooler channel. Today we're going to be featuring the 25-pound electric sausage stuffer from the sausage maker. We've had a lot of requests to make this video. People asking how does it work, what are some of the finer details about the unit, what do I like about it, and so we're going to go ahead and plug it in, click the on switch, power it up, and let me talk about it. First thing I want to show you is the variable speed control, which ranges from 1 to 8, and that just controls how fast the piston's lowered while you're making sausage. This piece is called the circular connector plug, and when that's in, it enables the manual override button, where all you have to do is flip the switch down or up to allow the piston to either lower or raise. All that can be done by hand. The real beauty of this unit is to be able to operate it hands-free, and we do that with this foot pedal that comes along with the unit. As soon as the foot pedal's plugged into the motorized housing, all you do is tilt your foot to the right or to the left, depending on whether you want it to go down or up. And to plug it in, you simply remove the circular connector plug and replace it with the foot pedal plug. Now that that's done, we're going to remove the cylinder to expose the piston, and the piston is surrounded by a high-quality O-ring that's inset to the piston itself, and it also has a pressure release valve. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a minute. Removing the piston for cleaning is as simple as rotating it in a clockwise fashion and it comes right off. The piston itself is made from food-grade plastic and it's incredibly well built. And this brings us to the air relief valve. The air relief valve is designed to remove the air in the cylinder that's between the top layer of meat before it makes contact with the piston, so everything between the meat and the piston. The air relief valve will not remove air pockets that are formed while you're putting your sausage meat inside your cylinder. So if you happen to get air pockets that transfer into your sausage, be sure to use a sausage pricker so you don't get any spoilage later. Let's talk about the O-ring. The O-ring is one of those areas on a sausage stuffer that typically gets overlooked. And as you're going to be using this particular sausage stuffer, you want to make sure that you remove the O-ring very carefully. And you can either do it with the tip of a butter knife or the back of a spoon and just pop it off. And by doing this, you'll reveal a cavity that needs to be cleaned and disinfected. Once it's cleaned, you can replace the O-ring, and it's actually a one-person job, but because I'm filming, I require the help of my lovely wife. But we got the O-ring on, no problem. As we're finishing up, I am just about ready to start stuffing my bratwurst, so I'm going to go ahead and replace that pressure relief valve. And finally, I'm going to add a little bit of some light oil, some sunflower oil to that O-ring, minimizing the wear and tear on my gears and reducing the amount of friction that forms inside that cylinder. Once that oil is on, I'm going to go ahead in a counterclockwise rotation, screw it back onto the flat gear bar, and now we're finished. I wanted to show you this as well because this is just great. The sausage maker built in a limit switch which protects the gears, the motor, and the piston itself by limiting the range in which it lowers and raises. And it lowers to about 1 inch off the bottom of your cylinder. When I want to raise the piston, I just press the auto up button on the control panel, and without having to use the foot pedal, it automatically raises the piston all the way to the top. That way I can remove the cylinder, replace it with meat, and put it back on. The cylinder, which is made out of heavy-duty 18-gauge stainless steel, is held in place by two very simple locking mechanisms. And this brings us to the meat and potatoes of this sausage stuffer, which is the gear. So I'm going to try to draw it for you, but then I realized I'm not going to do it any justice. Let me show you what it looks like. The gears inside this unit are auto-lubricating, precision-made steel gears. And the higher the quality of the gears, the less wear and tear you're going to put on the motor, the longer your unit's going to last. But the benefit that I really like about it is that you're able to stuff smaller diameter sausages. When stuffing a smaller diameter sausage like a snack stick, you put a lot of wear and tear on the motor because there is a lot of pressure being put on the gears. When you have a high-quality gear, that's not a problem. So with the sausage maker's 20, 25, or 30-pound electric sausage stuffer, you can stuff large diameter bologna or small diameter snack sticks with the simple movement of your variable speed control with absolutely no problem. I'm going to show you the bratwurst I'm stuffing on a couple different speeds, but I'm also going to show you a medium and large diameter salami as well as a small diameter snack stick. And that's the electric sausage stuffer from the Sausage Maker. If you happen to have a 20, 25, or 30 pound unit, you can opt to get the motorized aspect of it simply by contacting the Sausage Maker. You can also mount this to a table or leave it freestanding. This electric sausage stuffer has completely transformed the way I make sausages, and if you want more information, I'm going to put a link in the description box below. So I hope I answered all your questions. If you do have a question, leave it in the comment section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share. And if you're new to our channel, consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell. We post new videos each week and we'd love to have you a part of our team. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.